Livingston and Tangela too, and our host Vincent Van Dahl, and he brings it to ya! Creature features and all creatures and all creatures, and the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Gonna get you tonight.
Good evening and welcome to Creature Features. I'm your host, Vincent. Over here would be my beleaguered butler, the sullen, if not cantankerous, Mr. Livingston. And the little cherub over to this side, whose hobbies include tracking down telemarketing thieves, hacking into their bank accounts, and sending them misappropriated funds to animal rescue charities, would be my delightful housemate, Miss Tangela. And do we have a spooky and ghostly program in store just for you? For our honoured guest for the evening has likely experienced more actual ghosts than any other person in the world. In fact, he is so good at what he does that he's made several television appearances on a variety of major media networks. For joining us tonight will be one of the foremost ghost hunters on the planet, Mr. What?
The guest has cancelled his appearance.
What on earth for?
He was offered a job clearing poltergeists from a large Victorian mansion.
What we have here is a large Victorian mansion full of poltergeists as well. Why is he going there?
Because that estate will actually pay him for his services.
You mean to tell me that he would prefer a few lousy quid over the exposure, prestige, and pure distinction of appearing on an episode of the world-famous television program Creature Features? Oh, bloody hell. Then who'll be sat in the guest chair tonight?
Perhaps your bank-hacking cherub could fill in and tell everyone about her misadventures.
Tangela speak? You know as well as I do that she will not shut her gob even once throughout the entire film, but will become silent like a newt as soon as the camera comes back up.
I'm sure you'll resolve it in your usual manner. Now please announce the film so that I may get back to my work.
Tonight we shall present When Michael Calls from 1972. Starring Michael Douglas, Elizabeth Ashley, and Ben Gazzara, this wonderful film is about the ghost of a young boy that uses the telephone to reach out to his Auntie Helen. This film will give nightmares to those who are easily scared and merely entertain those who are not. But no matter which category you find yourself within, you'll never hear a ringing telephone quite the same way ever again. No, you may not place prank phone calls to our viewers during the film. So don't go away, for it is to be another night of ghostly and guestless fright right here on Creature Features. Stay tuned.
Pizza dudes, can I help you?
You know, typically I would suggest something that our friends at home could watch instead of us, but there's nothing else on. It's all junk.
I'm sure there's plenty of alternatives.
It's all junk. So you're watching us tonight. Welcome back to the show. We're going to have a fun one tonight because we have no guest, yet we have a ghostly story. He likes ghostly stories because he's ghost-like. No, most ghosts have beards like he does. Look at that beard. No, I've seen portraits come to life with beards just like yours.
Really?
Yes, and I think it's because they were painted with a beard just like yours. She's that's going to get us in so much trouble.
Well, they can't trace that phone, I don't think.
When the constable rings, I shall allow him inside to arrest you. Anyways, thanks for tuning in tonight. We've got a great film, When Michael Calls, from 1972. This is, it's got Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas?
The Michael Douglas in a film called When Michael Calls. But it's not Michael calling. It's not that Michael. It's a different Michael.
It's a different Michael.
Right. But
he's much younger.
No, he's quite young. No, and his father was Kirk Douglas.
The cleft.
Yes. No, and Kirk Douglas was younger back then than Michael Douglas is now. And both of them are younger than you.
I don't understand.
Well, there's nothing to understand. Kirk Douglas is dead. And Michael Douglas will be someday as well. You, however, I don't think will be. He's like one of these immortal type people. I think on Fridays when he's out of the pub, he's actually drinking human blood.
Don't divulge all my secrets.
Right, see? All right, well, let's say we get this film started, and when we come back, Tangela's going to tell us about her day, right? No, she'll fake it with hand puppets. All right, see you soon. Aren't one of you going to answer that bloody telephone?
It's not for me.
And that's that. Anyways, welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, we are watching When Michael Calls. And apparently he's calling here as well. I think Michael should get a long-distance family plan.
Why?
All these bloody phone calls he makes. Right?
Well, this is a landline.
No, so this film is based on the East Coast, I think. And, he's calling long distance.
I see.
Right. No, maybe he's going even person to person. Who knows?
What is that?
It's when you place a person-to-person telephone call.
To someone specific?
Now, I believe the reason why they did this was if you make a long-distance call and the person is not home, you are charged for that call. However, if you do a person-to-person call, then you are not charged unless that person answers, right?
Now, how do they know it's that person?
But it costs more. So...
how do they know if it's that person?
Oh, I assume they identify themselves. What else would they do? You should watch older films because you learn much about the American telephone system if you watch old films. There's none of this cell phone
That's
thing.
all I watch.
No mobile phones, none of this iPhone, Siri, call my agent type thing. No, people pick up a telephone and they go, I'd like to place a long-distance phone call. Now, our viewers know about this and you don't. Now, I bet we have thousands of viewers watching right now who know all about the old-style long-distance phone calling process. Somebody send him a letter and explain it to him.
Do we need to know that?
You need to know this. You might go to a foreign country where they use the same process.
I doubt that.
Knowledge is power.
Indeed.
Right. Anyways, let's get back to When Michael Calls. When we come back, we shall do some mail because we've got all kinds of mail, right?
We do.
I can see it's over there. There's a big pile of mail from you to us, and we shall read it. So we will see you soon after the next break.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
You know, it's nice he finally went to the mailbox. You know, he seldom goes to the post. He used to go every day. Now you go like once every
But
week.
there's no mail every day. And do you know the price of gasoline?
Oh, all right. Well, you could use the diesel truck.
It's too loud.
All right. Anyways, welcome back to the show. We'll get back to when Michael calls in a moment. But first, we got to do mail because you sent us mail. And if we don't read it, that would be most inappropriate. And we do not want to offend, so we shall read your mail. What have you for me, Mr. Livingston?
I have a letter from Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia. What's Richmond famous for?
I think there was a battle there.
A battle in Richmond?
Civil War.
It says Norfolk, Virginia. It was postmarked in Richmond. You need to look at this side, not that side. This is from Linda Dedamore. We know Linda. Hello, Linda. What's this? It's a happy birthday card. Look, happy birthday to me. Vincent, you are still my favorite host and always will be. Linda. What a good day to celebrate a truly special person. Have a wonderful birthday. No, my birthday was shortly a while ago, so don't feel obliged to send me a card like Linda did. But thank you so much, Linda. And we hope you are having fun in Norfolk, Virginia. What have you next for me, Mr. Livingston?
I have this huge box from Australia.
That looks fantastic. Pass it over. What have we here? From Australia,
Yes.
William Cattell or Littell? Cattell. Oh, this is not... Oh my goodness. Did she see the tag on this?
Yes.
She saw it? She knows what it is? No? Maybe? Oh my goodness. You're going to love this. All right. I shall take the letter. And you may take the box. Look at her. She looks like a child on Christmas. All right. Here you go, love. Touch. All right. Here we go. This is from William Cattell in Sydney.
Sydney.
You know, there's a song they sing here. It goes, I left my heart in San Francisco. But there's another one that goes, I left my kidney in Sydney.
Oh, dear.
All right, so he goes, Dear Vincent, Tangela, and Mr. Livingston, thank you for airing the movies, good and otherwise, whichever the individual case. Vincent's insights are always valuable. I told you that, oh my goodness, it's a wombat. Show us.
It's not a bat, but a wombat.
No, it's a wombat. Those are the most adorable creatures in the world. And they don't live here. They live in Australia.
Indeed.
All right, let's see. Mr. Livingston provides a patient foil for whatever mischiefs might be occurring. And Tangela, she is a badass. Do you think she's a badass?
I have no opinion on that.
No. I didn't know they used this term in Australia, a badass. This is like a misbehaving donkey, right?
I was about to say that.
Right. I have sent her a wombat, and I think she loves this wombat. William, show us again. So you notice the ears. He's got the same thing with his ears, where he has gray hair growing out from his ears. Just an observation. The wombat is a very inoffensive creature who seeks not to interfere with anyone. It has very strong claws for digging its burrows. As a movie suggestion, you may be able to lay your hands on The Cars That Ate Paris or try to check out A City's Child. It might suit you. Thanks again and best wishes to you and the crew, William. Well, thank you, William. We tried to get the Cars That Ate Paris. And did she just sneeze? She's allergic to wombats. That must be what it is. Anyways, yes, I tried to get The Cars That Ate Paris, and they said no. Remember that time?
No, they said no.
No. This is an Australian film. And it's about a city in Australia named Paris.
Really?
Yes. No, it's a wonderful film, but they told us no. I'll look into City's Child. Anyways, thank you so much for William, and I'm sure you will see that in an upcoming episode.
Trinidad, West Indies.
Trinidad?
Yes.
I've never been. Have you? Trinidad. This is down in the
West
Caribbean,
Indies.
right?
Yes.
Ish. Right.
Or the
Oh my goodness.
or the Caribbean, as they say.
This is wonderful. This is wonderful. All right. And look at this wonderful handwriting.
Lovely handwriting.
Your penmanship This is Elijah Langton. Your penmanship is superb. Okay, he goes, hello and best wishes to the entire Creature Features team, those behind the scenes, and you, Vincent, Mr. Livingston, and Tangella. You all do a fantastic job. My name is Elijah Langton. I'm 18 years old and live in Trinidad in the West Indies. I live with my dad, and about 2 years ago we discovered your program on YouTube, and I instantly fell in love with you all. He showed me your program, and now we are both hooked. I graduated from Queen's Royal College last year, which is high school here in Trinidad, and I am currently pursuing my bachelor's in digital media at the University of Trinidad in Tobago, and decided to send you a gift from me. I hope you all love it. I think we will. The drawing is my creation of you three, and my uncle Damien from Graphic House did the prints for me. All right, we got to share this. This is fantastic work, Elijah. Look at this. I'm going to put a big one up. Have you seen this yet? See?
Quite
Look,
good.
No. He made me thin and handsome. I told you in art I can be thin and handsome.
Indeed.
Thin and handsome. Fantastic work. All right, and he goes on to say, in closing, my dad and I wish you continued success with Creature Features, and always remember that you guys are loved even in the West Indies. We look forward to more impressive programming of all the old movies that we love. Be safe and hope to meet you one day. Elijah. Well, we should go visit Elijah next time we go to Belize. Right? We should stop
not?
in Trinidad
It is on the way.
on the way to Belize. So maybe next time we go to Belize, we'll come say hello.
And-
And that it?
Let's see, I think we have a short one here
A short one.
from Kennebunkport, Maine.
Kennebunkport, Maine. Nice people live in Kennebunkport.
They do.
Yes, no. I've met quite a few Kennebunkport people, and they're quite nice. All right, Vince, heard you finally put out a new album. Can I say that word on television?
No,
You sure?
I'm positive.
Heard you finally put out a new album. It's about F-word time.
Bloody.
No, this is strictly an American Kennebunkport thing. Heard you finally put out a new album. It's about F-word time. All right, Ted Barnes. Yes, no. Did I announce that yet? The new album?
I believe it might have been a slip of the tongue.
Oh, all right. Yes, no. So I got the band back together, and we put together an album under my old band, Prince of Darkness, and it's called The Devil's Matinee.
Yes, it is.
No, it's all about horror movies. Every song is a different horror movie, and it's available everywhere, right? On Spotify, on Apple iTunes. You can find it on YouTube. Somebody told me today it's on Pandora as well.
Pandora.
Yeah, go check it out. Devil's Matinee. Anyways, thanks for writing, Ted, and you need to write nicer words.
And what's
Anything
the name
else?
of the band again?
Prince of Darkness.
Prince of Darkness.
All right, that's it for letters. If you'd like to send us a letter of your own, go to Hello Creature Features. It's a website where you can find information on how to send us a letter in the email, how to send us a letter in the post, or how to send us a wombat in a box. We'll get right back to when Michael calls, and we will see you after the break. Hello, friends. We just want to remind you that we've got a new YouTube channel called CF Extras, which stands for Creature Feature Extras, right? That makes the most sense. Anyways, that's where we put all the extra stuff. We have the movies on our main channel and the extra bonus material that you won't see on the regular channel, on the new channel. So go to cfextras.com and sign up today. It's free. It's free, right?
Indeed.
No, it should be free, because if we charge for this, then that would be absolutely silly, would it not? We'll see you at Creature Features Extras. See you soon. Welcome back to Creature Features. If you're just joining us, we are watching When Michael Calls from 1972. And Tangella stepped away, and Mr. Andrew has joined us. If you don't know Andrew, he's actually named Andy, but we call him Andrew, and he's Handy Andrew, so he becomes Andrew.
Very
He
creative.
likes the name. You know, I saw he has a sweater emblazoned with Andrew. So I think it makes him feel regal. I don't know. Anyways, this film, When Michael Calls, what do you think?
Not bad, but kind of sounds like a girl.
Michael on the telephone
Yes.
sounds like a girl. Right. No, it sounds like an adult woman
Yes.
making that voice. But you know, an interesting fact about this film, it was originally intended to be a Tuesday night ABC movie of the week. And I suppose they decided to move it to Saturday. So they still showed it on the following Saturday, not on Tuesday, but it still had the Tuesday movie of the week logo at the beginning. Of course, we took that out because we're doing it on Saturday properly. And we're not going to say it's Tuesday, right? Creature Feature Tuesday. That would be silly, would it not?
That would be more than silly.
When are you going to answer that? Bloody thing's been ringing all night long.
Hello? Really? Okay. Right.
We're doing a program.
It's for you.
I don't fancy a timeshare, thank you.
So much junk calls we get here at the Bolton Mansion. Yeah, I think we should have an unlisted phone number.
I will look into it.
Right? No. Well, you know, I think they do is they just randomly dial 1234, 123456, and finally they reach everybody with a telephone. Anyways, let's get back to When Michael Calls. And when we come back from the break, Andrew is going to explain to me why he's digging a giant hole on the estate. See you soon.
This is the Nortons from Cisco, Georgia. We love your show. We love it's family friendly. Keep up the good work.
Hello, this is Livingston. Apparently, one of my newly acquired domestic duties is to request help for our show financially by asking you to visit our Patreon page. Your generosity will help keep Creature Features on the air, which I'm not entirely sure is a good thing. However, with only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new programming each week, which apparently some of you curiously enjoy. And should you have the desire to give even more, you might even receive a gift from Miss Tangella. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you.
You know, I think there's some illegitimacy to this bee attack. The man is growing bees and making honey. Those types of bees don't kill, right? Oh, why don't we have bees on the estate? We should have a beekeeping. I find those suits quite fashionable. The beekeeping thing with the.
We tried to raise a couple of hives of bees. Tangella saw fit to raise them indoors.
Oh, I remember that. That was a problem. No, I remember she had them outside, but she did not want them to get wet in the rain, so she brought them in. And if I remember correctly, you got stung a few times. Did
Yes.
you?
I certainly did.
She also mailed a bunch of them to John.
John Provost.
Yeah.
Well, you know, John Provost sometimes deserves a package full of bees. You know, he says things to her. No, mean things. He's like that child in a school that would poke other children.
Well, he has good reason. She keeps blowing up his trash barrels.
Well, but we don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg in this scenario, do we not?
Generally, the egg comes first.
All right. Anyways, before we get back to the film, you need to explain why every time I drive by you in the field on the estate, you have that backhoe, is it called?
Backhoe.
Backhoe, and you dig in that giant hole. What is up with the giant hole?
Bomb shelter.
A bomb shelter?
Yes.
We are not at war. Why do we need a bomb
We have a
shelter?
Tangella, so the amount of TNT that's around here, I thought it'd be better safe than sorry.
So, when she builds something, we are all to go hide in this bomb
Yes.
shelter. All right.
That's some red lights doing
Did
it.
you green light this?
I did not.
What's this going to
I
cost?
thought he was making a wine cellar.
What's this going to cost me?
I'm not done yet. I'll let you know when I'm done.
You know, if I could give any advice to somebody who runs into a small amount of money, don't let other people spend it for you. You end up with bomb shelters and young women who build bombs themselves.
Well, that's your problem.
No, it's all our problems. All right, let's get back to When Michael Calls, and we will see you after the break.
This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Oh, hello, I'm Ten Jealous Elephants. I'm watching horror films because she doesn't like to watch horror film. She's a brat.
She's very sensitive about her
she's
pets.
composed entirely of a brat-like substance. I have no doubt in my mind. Anyways, welcome back to the show. We are watching When Michael Calls. You know, I hope this lad has a calling card of some. He's wasting all those calls. Maybe he's in the house. Who knows? Anyways, it's a fun flick. We're going to wrap it up in a minute, though. Mr. Livingston,
Yes.
I've been meaning to ask you, this thing with the pans, all these new pans in the kitchen.
Yes.
She wants you to remove a piece of lint from her glove. All these new pans in the kitchen, what happened to the old pans?
They were burnt up in her cooking
She
soiree.
destroyed another set of pans.
She was making cookies again for...
You know, that was a nice set of Viking stainless steel pans,
not anymore.
and she destroyed them. You know, sometimes she makes good food, but most of the time it's...
Well, she's not a bad baker, but she forgets that
when
she's
she
left
makes
things
poison
in the oven.
cookies, she is.
Yeah, well,
She's a
that's another
horrible
story.
baker. All right, enough of this. Anyways, we're going to get back to the film, and don't go away when the credits roll, because we'll be sitting here, we'll be going, what are we going to do? Everyone's gone.
How would we know?
I suppose we wouldn't, but we would feel it in our bones. All right, off to the end of When Michael Calls. We will see you after the credits. So it turns out that Michael happened to be Michael Douglas. You know, I've seen this film before. I knew that was going to happen. Did you?
I don't remember I don't
Yeah,
recall
cool.
seeing that.
No, he looked like he would do something like that. Cause trouble. Yeah, he has the face of a troublemaker. She has a similar face. Look. See? That's the face of a troublemaker. And Michael whatever has the same kind of face.
That's a matter of opinion.
You know, if you were invited to do some show like Siskel and Ebert, I think they would make you sit in the back and watch the movie. And they wouldn't let you talk.
Why not?
Because you'd say bad things about the films. You don't think, I don't think we've ever once shown a film you liked.
Nosferatu.
Oh, God. Of course, because there's no speaking classical music. It's German, right? Oh, good Lord. It's boring. He likes boring films. He reads boring books. Watches boring TV shows. So, what's next for you, Miss Tangella? Nice. And what about you, Mr. Livingston?
Watching out for whatever that was.
Yeah, all right. And as far as me, I'm just going to wait in this chair until next week when we can do this all over again. In any case, thank you so much for watching the show. We appreciate you tuning in to us instead of some other channel that doesn't have us. And for that reason, we love you, and we hope we'll see you next week. So, oh, not again. You don't suppose it's Michael, do you?
Hello? One moment, please. It's a person-to-person call from one of your viewers.
Oh, nice. Hello?